I remember the day he was born, and I would say, "Oh my, he's so beautiful." She was like, "Stop saying that. It sounds a little conceited." I was like, "But he is. He's so special." And, you know, he really was special.
Hey, how y'all doing out there? I got some old crazy news for y'all. As y'all heard, Usher mama going on and on about how beautiful he was as a baby, how pretty he was as a baby. Now I got people thinking, was he born a female because she sent him to Diddy like a lot of parents were sending their daughters to R. Kelly? So it's a big question mark surrounding Usher the same way it was a big question mark surrounding Sierra and her sexual gender.
There's one thing about me being a man or something like that. Before I was something when I was born, I got a change,
really?
a hermaphrodite or something like that.
Okay.
They said that I went on Oprah and did it, and I'm like, okay, come on now. You know, if I was on Oprah, like, I mean, it takes a while before that happens.
Sierra ain't the only one out there with a weird past. They saying they used to call Diddy Puffy because he was too voluptuous as a man. And that's why Usher's mama sent him up there to Diddy's flavor camp so he can get some more flavor, so he could be able to make it in the music industry. And allegedly the first thing that Diddy made Usher do was get a breast reduction. And Usher's mother was happy when Diddy sent him back because she sent him up there with a B cup and Diddy sent him back with a negative double D cup, y'all.
Because remember, Usher went to stay with Puffy. Now that was a business decision right there. Because I didn't know Puffy. I didn't know him. How old was he? Usher was 15. He lost his voice. Physically or just, you know, puberty. He's growing. And he lost his voice. So he lost his range. So the record company felt like, okay, this is not a great investment. So Puffy was there. And I will never forget it. We had this conversation. And he said, "You're going to have to trust me." That was really, really a hard decision.
As soon as Usher hit puberty, his mother sent him up to Diddy's house. And a lot of people confused why he would be with Diddy. Even though his voice cracking, he can't sing a note. And Usher himself said when he was with Diddy, he wasn't even in the studio for about 2 years. And there's also reports that Diddy put Usher in the hospital, but people just now finding out the real reason why Usher was in the hospital. And the reason why that is allegedly is because Diddy recommended that this man get a breast reduction.
One of the talk shows, the white guy with the curly hair, what's his name? The white guy with the curly hair. And he said, "Yo, would you send your son to Diddy camp?" And Usher said, no. Ask him why he won't send him to Diddy camp. But yet and still you praise him.
Damn, man, and you said that, I know you can't go into detail, but you said that it was a situation where Diddy sent him to the hospital?
Let Usher explain that to you. Let Usher mama explain that to you. And the hospital was in Scarsdale, New York.
As soon as he get up there to the flavor camp, Diddy have him in the hospital after he told Usher's mother that she would have to trust him. So she had to know what was going on. She had to recommend for him to get the sex change allegedly. Why else would she sit back and let her child go through all this stuff while he going through puberty? Because she knew whatever decision he make at this point in his life, that's what he gonna be, or she gonna be for the rest of her life, man. I know this confusing to everybody, but Lil Rod did this lawsuit against Diddy. He got Young Miami implicated. He's still playing the guitar. They acting like he a rock star with these allegations, especially the ones he put out about Usher. And it's only gonna get worse. But anything better than being a clown. A lot of people ain't know Usher used to be a literal clown back in the day.
Anthony Bird was a part of the child sensation group called The New Beginning. Let's go back to those days, man. How did the group form, man?
Daryl Wheeler was out there. I was also in the group called Flippo Mars. Daryl found me in that group and seen the talent that I had, and he formed a group called the Happy Clowns, man. And we used to dress up in clown suits and tell kids to just say no to drugs all around the projects, all at the schools, all over the world. And we met a guy named Sylvester Burton, And he said, man, you need to get them kids out of them clown suits and put them in some nice clothes, man. Make them like New Edition. They'll make $1 million. He took us out the clown suits and the makeup, but kept us singing positive music. We used to stand on the street corners and sell those tapes and CDs, man.
Now this explains why Usher was acting like he was at the circus in his first music video ever. He did that clown impersonation so well, people thought he was an actual mime. But come to find out, he had years in training to be a literal clown with the hat, the nose. Like I said, look how goofy he looked. He had a gap, he was cockeyed and everything. They sent him up there to the Diddy Flavor camp, got rid of them tick old bitties. Next thing you know, he a superstar, sex symbol, lady sensation, man. Come to find out, they wanted him at 3LW all along.
We ended up signing a record deal out of Fort Lauderdale with a company called Foresight Records. It took out like our life changed, man. We ended up putting the album out.
So New Beginning charted on Billboard?
Yeah. And so Usher's mama at the time said, you know, hey, I want my son to be the lead singer of the group. Usher can't be Adrian singing. Usher, I tell him to his face, and he know that.
And Adrian and I, we were the lead singers in the green shirt.
Which Adrian?
Right there in the green shirt. And we were the lead singers.
Okay.
And so, but his mom wasn't having. His mom was like, I want Usher out front. If you notice the picture, let me grab a picture right quick, okay?
This is classic shit y'all getting right here, y'all. This is shit that I didn't even know. You feel me?
This picture right here, that's the group.
Right.
That's me in the purple. That's Usher in the white.
Right.
When his mother bought him that white shirt on purpose, she was supposed to get him a yellow shirt, but she wanted him to stand out, so she bought him that white shirt.
It ain't had nothing to do with her wanting him to stand out. She was trying to cover up what that man had under that shirt. Now, if he would have wore a blue, pink, red, or whatever type of shirt, his secret would have been out there. She had to protect her baby in the industry because she knew that he would be better off being a bad boy than a bad girl any day. And there was only one person that could really help them with this situation.
Okay. And that's why it looked like that on this picture. His mom wasn't having it. She ended up moving to Atlanta and kept pressuring Daryl, make him be out front. And Daryl was like, nah, they all sing together. They a group. They gonna stay together. So she used to take our songs. She worked at Blue Cross Blue Shield in Atlanta. Babyface record label was at the top of Blue Cross Blue Shield. He owned the whole top floor. She would give the music to the janitor and have him take it up there. And one day, the record exec that said, I want to meet Miss Patton and bring us music and Usher up there. They listened to our music and he was like, man, where this group at? Babyface fell in love with it. And his mom and them told him that, you know, we weren't together no more. The group
were y'all together at the time, but she just said that?
No, we were still together. She just told me we wasn't together no more, but my son's still singing. And so she took Usher up there, and Usher was singing for him, and they fell in love with him, and they signed him to a deal.
She left her hometown, moved to Atlanta, found a job right there where Babyface and them was at. The LaFace headquarters was right above her job. She down there mopping floors, doing whatever she got to do with a demo in her back pocket. She would not stop until Babyface or one of them dudes heard her demo. They said she was working there for 3 years until one of them finally gave her a shot. And as soon as they did, she quit her job. She ain't put in no 2 weeks notice. This all alleged allegations. But at the same time, she was selling Usher as a male. When that probably ain't even the case, man. And I know these rumors sound ridiculous, but ever since Diddy got caught up in this jam, it's a whole bunch of weird stuff coming out about him and the people he associated with. So I wouldn't put nothing past Usher. You just never know how low these people in the music industry willing to go. Plus, when he was a little boy, only 15 years old, they had him singing the nastiest, raunchiest songs in America. So if they really cared about him like that, why would they put him out there like that unless they felt like he was a grown woman?
This time I sort of took a little step on the wild side. I mean, as you know, as far as me being an explicit, artist, that's not me. But actually I put Lil' Kim on my album, and she has, sort of a little provocative thing going, she's sort of, in the tabloids for being a bad girl.
Right.
So, tell me about this, this little dance you got floating out on the stage. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We may freak them by the end of the tour. I'll come out. I'll be on the bottom. He'll be on the top.
Chick old bitties and a whole lot of attitude, man. He was only 12 years old, talking about freaking off with Lil' Kim on the tour. Diddy had him out there with grown people, and he was acting more grown than the grown people. And that was the whole point of sending him to the flavor camp, so he can get out there and be grown, real grown, so he could pay some grown man bills around there for his mama.
You know, I mean, that's just another side of me.
But when you're criticized for that, I read where you said it's not a provocative album necessarily or vulgar.
Yeah.
It's just that you're explaining how it is for a young man to be coming of age or to be coming into his manhood.
In a way to come of age. Actually, just something that some of my age goes through. And I mean, it's plenty of people out there who can relate to the same thing. And that's how I write my music. As a writer, that's what Babyface told me. It's best to write what you can relate to. So when you sing,
personal experience,
you can get to it. But as far as it being an explicit album, you know, they have a clean version. So.
You know what? I think when I'm on the stage, am I being a little bit too sexy, a little bit too explicit? I can only be who I am, you know what I mean? I ask that you don't take it wrong. I just really have love, passion for my music.
Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about these crazy old rumors. Now, y'all know good and well that Usher ain't no female, but his mother did some very strange things. She sent him to a very strange man. The music industry is a very strange thing, so who's to say that Usher's normal? He had allegations out there as well. And if Diddy recommended him to do a couple of things to help him out with his career, I could see that happening. That's what Diddy do. He influenced people, but you could still see the scars underneath his chest, man. You could still see the boobies that was left over from the surgery. Y'all gonna have to let me know if y'all think this stuff is true. I highly doubt if it is, but people definitely talking about this stuff. Y'all let me know in the comment section. I got so much love for y'all. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification button. And for the people that hit that Cash App, I got so much love for y'all. And one more thing, subscribe to my channel if that's what you want.
Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want. But if that's not what you like, then you must be a punk. Hold on now, here we go. Who is this girl? She got that junk in her trunk. Baby girl, back it up, poke out your rump. It's S.A.T that you want, and my music hit.